Hey guys, I'm doing a huge giveaway. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Leave a comment down below with your in-game name, in-game ID, and the skin you want that's under 300 diamonds. So with that, best luck, and I'll see you in the video. Yo guys, welcome back to Team Assassination. How's everybody doing today? And in this video, we want to talk about Hayabusa. Now, obviously, in the previous episode of previous videos, we talked about how useless Hayabusa is. Now, recently, we played a game against a really good team in North America, and they used Hayabusa because their main assassin player ran out of heroes to pick. Because we took everything else possible. That's gonna be viable for their team. Unfortunately, we kind of just ignored Hayabusa because we think how useless it is now. But they ended up picking Hayabusa, and the entire game, what they did was they used Hayabusa to defend the split push. Now, doesn't matter how bad Hayabusa is, just because Hayabusa doesn't have the second ability anymore. Hayabusa on a one-on-one situation will always win. On an equal or just tiny bit behind, even if you're tiny bit behind on farm, if you're one-on-one and you lost, that just means like you're a noob Hayabusa. But on a high end, like in our current elo, players who play Hayabusa, especially like as assassin main, who play Hayabusa, who knows in and outs about Hayabusa, they're gonna know what to do, right? So in a one-on-one situation, he defended split push, and our Natalia can do nothing about it. Because the problem was, Natalia was split pushing, like he wasn't. So Hayabusa obviously know where Natalia was the whole time. So it was always Hayabusa engage on Natalia, and even Natalia like just become invisible and push the wave and wait for Hayabusa to show up. She couldn't kill Hayabusa because he was going a little bit tanky with Thunderbelts. She couldn't kill Hayabusa within 3 shots, and because he couldn't do that, Hayabusa turned around using the ultimate, and sure enough, he went back to almost full HP. It was insane. It was not funny at all because we couldn't push. And our obviously it was a 2 mage meta. You have or at least a mage assassin. You don't have a lot of tower pushing ability besides your assassin that you pick to push tower. So with that being said, they had Hayabusa that successfully defended our just shut down our split push completely, and that's all he did the entire freaking game. He didn't do anything else, just defend split push. That's all he did. And obviously, we didn't actually as a split push strategy, we didn't actually try to win the fight. Our team fight was really just up and just not able to have a successful wipe out, because we can't have a wipe out, we can't really push. And even if we have a tiny bit of victory, their Hayabusa is still alive, and then he can still clean wave if you just learn his time of engagement. Try to not engage with the crowd control when crowd control vulnerable, even if it is. As long as there's no Aura or Nana who can instantly CC you, like turn you into a little monkey or freeze you, like Eudora for example, or it has a time of travel for the ability to arrive, the stun, so it was quite hard to deal with it, and we're not losing. So afterwards, I decided to try out Hayabusa. I said, well, if they can do it, why not us, right? So sure enough, I started playing Hayabusa a lot more. If you look at my game history, if I played with my squad on Hayabusa, it was almost 100% win. I don't remember losing a single game if we just playing the game seriously. I think we lost the game because I was soloing or true, I forgot. And it was just pretty darn simple. And here you see me use my second ability, jump on Gord. I was not even level 8 yet. My first ability, one more attack. Sure enough, Gord was gonna die. Afterwards, our Saber is in some imminent danger. I come in here try to help, and I just got my passive to proc, but Kaga should be able to get away because she's walking close to the edge of when Umbrella will return to her. And if Umbrella returned to her, she can dash away and she can stun me. So I wasn't planning on chasing any further. But afterwards, we're just gonna go back to farm. The routine Hayabusa strategy that we talked about a while ago. Especially right now, you don't really invade that much, I think. So mainly what I'm focusing on is, pushing the mid lane. Actually get to level 4. And here, enemy team had 2 people hiding in the bush trying to take my buff there. Grog set up what to block me. Unfortunately, I'm Hayabusa, so I'm able to dash away with my second ability just in time to have tiny bit HP left. And I ended up surviving, right? Well, sure enough, our team arrived, and we cleaned them up pretty easily. So it's just so far we actually have a little bit of disadvantage. It's 3-5 right now. Our team are feeding pretty fast. Saber is 0-2, and I think they're randoms. I don't remember. But afterwards, we're gonna come here, use my second ability, ultimate, quickly clean the wave before we return to the bottom lane. Not return, go to the bottom lane. Either set up a gank or try to get some farm. Right here, I see them taking river crab. A turtle is ready, but I saw someone in the tri bush over there close to their tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. So I decided not to do the turtle. I was gonna start on turtle, but it turned out to be a bad idea. In fact, Grok, Lapu Lapu, and just waiting in the tri bush, and Kagura ended up showing up also for the support. And afterwards, I saw their team chasing ours. I dashed and used my Phantom Shuriken and quickly get away. I do not want to get touched by Grok's first ability here. You have Kagura showed up next to my bush, so I just sent the first ability, harass a little bit, and kind of get out. Afterwards, we saw enemy team come in, Grok and Kagura. You saw me position my second ability towards enemy Kagura there, because that's my primary focus. Seeing imminent danger on Lapu Lapu using all charging in, I instantly use my ultimate so I don't take any more damage. And here I position my second ability onto this Grok, and coming in with my first ability. To be honest with you, while we're watching this gameplay unfold, Hayabusa in the current meta where they usually have 2 mages actually will work out, because if you think about it, Aura is kind of fading away now. I don't even know why. Aura is such a great hero. If we had a choice and I'm playing mage in my team, I would definitely pick up Aura, because Aura is a great counter to Hayabusa in a team fight setting. If Hayabusa coming in the instant, you can use second ability to freeze him, and I'll guarantee you Hayabusa will die. Right? That's why Hayabusa is useless now compared to before. But second thing is, that means when you play Hayabusa now, you have to understand your time of engagement. Don't engage when you see Aura has a freeze ready. At the same time, any other mage, for example, Kagura, Harley, Cyclops, they're really strong mage. The meta mage, the mage that everybody talk about. Those mages are straight up countered about Hayabusa. Harley can't do crap about Hayabusa. He has 4 shadows, can get away. Your slow is not a crowd control. It's too soft, so Hayabusa doesn't really care about it. You send an ult, he dash away, you're done. You send an ult, you're by yourself, he ults you, you're done. It's either way, you just can't do anything to Hayabusa unless it's just one of those times that Hayabusa is completely off, out of any abilities, and you just happen to catch him at a really bad time. Now, but just situation-wise, it just doesn't work. Same with Kagura. How can Kagura possibly kill Hayabusa, right? It's mostly impossible, Hayabusa, Kagura has this 0.5, 0.2 second stun when he jumps under the umbrella. That really doesn't do anything. Your damage, Hayabusa can jump away once again, and wherever you jump, if Hayabusa all you by yourself, you're kind of done, right? So same thing as Kagura when Hayabusa plays. Same thing as Cyclops, to be honest. Cyclops doesn't really have a route, but it's not a stun. So, and it takes time to travel to. So Hayabusa can position himself. The moment he show up, he can ult if he has all available. It just depends on how Hayabusa plays. So, to be honest with you, not looking at it, even Hayabusa is as useless as he is, he's actually quite useful as a niche pick. If you just need someone to defend split push, if you have full confidence that your team is going to win the team fight, you don't need to pick Hayabusa. You can actually pick up Hayabusa, that's what I mean, to just defend split push, right? If you have a Zilong, if you have a Fanny that's just really annoying on split push, guess who is the best counter to those champions? Hayabusa. And none of those champions can do anything to Hayabusa in a one-on-one setting. Fanny come in, yeah, Fanny was Infinite Tornado now. How can you Tornado when Hayabusa use Ultimate on you and get you to 1 HP? Because you're usually by yourself if you do Infinite Tornado on Hayabusa, right? So it is one of those situations that's it's actually pretty good in a niche pick market, but overall Hayabusa is still pretty garbage. Today we played a game of trio, and our 2 randoms are just too bad, unfortunately. At the same time, we're just not able to farm properly because their entire team will rotate. I think it was duo, and we went against Fireman for some reason, and they were just rotating and rotating. So I wasn't able to farm, and I wasn't able to, because we're playing disadvantage and our randoms are not doing anything. I wasn't able to set up any, and I can't really split push that well, right? I'm a Hayabusa. So we ended up losing that game, and then it gave me a conclusion that Hayabusa is okay if you have the right timing, right opportunity for him to shine, and most of the time you don't. But still, if you need a split pusher, if you need someone to defend the split pusher, Hayabusa is one of the best choices. Here, I know that our Chow kicks someone back towards us. And it's a perfect opportunity for you to ultimate and quickly get a kill without taking any risk. Because sure enough, standard Hayabusa is back. And here I'm just sending my Phantom Shuriken to harass enemy Kagura. If you're not able to hit your second ability onto the enemy you want to hit, it's going to be really difficult for you to kill anyone, okay? And especially that you cannot get back. And here, when I use my ultimate, I was intended for Kagura, but as you can see, he dashed away just in time, so it actually went on. The target actually shifted towards Grok, which is kind of unfortunate because I can't really kill Grok. And here, I'm gonna go take enemy blue buff, but I noticed that enemy Kagura tried to take our buff here, the buff that we are trying to take, and now, sure enough, Gord is right here. As you can see, I'm just kind of ignoring Gord. Wasn't worried about him at all. I come in with a second ability position to the right side, make sure I'm not getting hit by that. And when Ruby jumped in, Saber instantly ulted to cancel Ruby's follow-up damage. Crowd control, which is really good. And sure enough, we were able to do a quick cleanup on Gord and Ruby, and which opened up their mid lane a little bit. So we're gonna clean the midway before we actually push here. Kagura ended up coming back, but it's okay. With Hayabusa, you can easily ignore Kagura. Especially the tower has a couple 2 shots away, as you saw. I used my second ability, dash in, get a tower, and dash out. Make sure that I don't take any damage from Kagura at all. At this point, I'm actually the most farmed hero in the game. As you can see, I'm level 14 compared to Cyclops level 12, which is really farmed also. And here you can see Chao is going on Kagura again. Top lane Natalia is in quite a bit of trouble. You got a lot of people chasing Kagura. The reason I rotated here, I noticed Gord is on the side, and Ruby tried to peel for him. Unfortunately, not fast enough on the ult there, and sure enough, one ultimate first ability, Gord is gonna easily die. I told you Hayabusa is a counter to, not a counter, with Kagura you just can't do anything to Hayabusa, to this mage, to this ninja, right? Because he does have ability that he can switch shadow multiple times. So for Kagura, that requires position on, and it requires you to stay in place for a little while. It's a straight up just like, what are you gonna do about Haya? You know, as you can see right now, I jumped in, not really too worried, and sure enough, we're able to win that fight, get everybody, and now top lane is open, so we have to come top and try to take down the top inhibitor tower. When I'm just auto attacking the turret here, I see the enemy level come in here. I instantly use my ultimate to dodge tower shots and dashed away there before I take any more damage from this level or Gord. And sure enough, when I come back to mid, I try to take a mid tier 2 tower, but there's no more minion. The Cannon ended up dying. So what we're gonna do is actually come here using one ultimate and look at the damage. If my Phantom Shuriken were able to catch Gord a little bit closer, I'm pretty sure we can kill this Gord with my first ability here. But the only thing is, I'm kind of worried, is because Hayabusa nerf on the second ability. I'm a little scared with the timing on the second ability. If I messed up, I will not be able to return back. And sure, if I don't return back, that's just one-way trip, right? And I'll definitely die there. So you can see, before when I play Hayabusa, when I use my abilities, I was more bold on using my auto attack in junction between my abilities, trying to make sure that I can get as much damage in. Here I noticed that enemy Gord, you can see I got CC'd here under tower. I instantly used ultimate to dodge as much damage as I could, quickly get away there because I do not want to take any more damage. And sure enough, after we get out of tower aggro, which is the second ability, first ability, once again with some auto attack, we were able to kill Gord. But it was pretty close because when you get CC'd, I couldn't get out. Usually before, I would just dash out and use my Phantom Shuriken and try to snipe enemy. And here, this is a situation where I got a little bit cocky here and ended up dying. But it's okay because I used everything. Kagura used ultimate just on me solo, so they ran out of everything they possibly have, right? And because of that, our team can quickly clean up. And sure enough, Kagura and Ruby are both gonna die. If you look at my item build here, I actually built Magic Blade quite early because of the Mage meta. They have Kagura and Gord. It's a lot of magic damage if you don't get Magic Blade. So in the current meta, actually, Magic Blade is a have to get. In fact, right after my Bloodlust X, and because of a nerf on blue buff, I have to get Magic Shoot, so just to compensate for the extra 10% cooldown reduction. And then I will get, instead of getting Hunter Strike completely 40%, I'll get Magic Blade first before Hunter Strike. And this way I get a lot more survivability, a lot more magic resist. So I will survive a little bit more in those, sticky situations. So Here, after reviving from the fountain here, we don't have a blue buff, but we're going to quickly come to enemy mid turret here and try to attempt the push once again. Like I said, they can't do anything to me. Here, the ultimate unfortunately only connected 1 melee minion, so we have to out attack and clean up the next 2 minion here. After that, enemy blue buff just happened to show up, you know. I was like, okay, so we're gonna go take it. Taking enemy blue buff will allow us a lot more, you know, a room to harass and use our assembly over and over again. Seeing this fight on the top lane, I immediately come here, use my ultimate clean wave, and start auto attacking the turret instead of going to a team fight. Because right now, I'll almost guarantee you, especially when you have a Ruby, right? You go in, the Ruby, if smart enough, you set ability right on top of you, and they follow up with some CC, you're dead, 100%. Okay, so here, as you can see, mostly I do not join team fight, and I saw any car control coming in, I instantly dash away, and I'll come back a little bit. Now Kagura is trying to be as annoying as possible. I dash in with second ability, use my ultimate, like I said, the counter to Kagura, and sure enough, we get an easy kill, even though Ruby coming here to assist, but Ruby arrived just a tiny bit too late before I was able to be very effective. And here, after jumping in, when the melee minion is available, I noticed that I can use one attack to get a turret, and sure enough, I flagged my second ability, even though the minion was kind of lost, not knowing what to do with his life. We end up, you know, auto-attacking the tower turret once or twice, end up getting the top inward tower, which is going to give us huge advantage. And afterwards, we're going to rotate towards bottom lane, quickly clean bottom. I tried to push bottom lane here, but enemy Grok showed up, so instead of messing with him, because it's kind of pointless, he can stop the wave from going in, because of how tanky he is, and I can't really kill him. So I decided to just give up, you know, run away to other lanes to farm a little bit, maintain my advantages, maintain the cool, and just clean the entire jungle minion, right? I'm level 15, wherever farmed, I have every single item I need, and so jungle item already, bought Blade of Despair, and here we see a Lord fight. You know, instead of joining the Lord fight right away, I was actually hiding in the bush hoping something would happen. And I see Kagura coming in here, I use my second ability instantly to the position to scare Kagura off. Now, obviously, Kagura didn't learn anything, he came back in again, I jumped in. But knowing that her teammates are around the Kagura, I decided to give up. And as you can see, I quickly go to the jungle, go to the Lord again, and we got the Lord, and I came back to the minion here. As you can see, Natalia and my positioning is always on their back line. You know, obviously there are fights going in the front. We're just ignoring that completely. You can see I'm walking around on the side, try to use my abilities onto this Gord right here. The moment that Gord used stun, I instantly dashed away because I do not want to take any more extra damage because of the crowd control. And here Ruby, sure enough, gonna hook. Unfortunately, I was able to dodge, you know, we just walked tiny bit of the way and dodge that hook. And here I was able to kill enemy Grok. Finally, ended the Grok, who was being like really annoying. And I got stunned here by Gord, which is quite unfortunate. And I come in with my ultimate, and sure enough, Gord's gonna die once again because he underestimated Hayabusa. Even though I was low, but I had my Hayabusa ready, I had my ultimate ready. And at this point, we're gonna end the game, right? So GG, well played. But just like I said, Hayabusa is gonna be fun to play still, but the time of engagement has changed, the playstyle has changed. You can no longer team up as much as you can before. If you do, you have to stay on the sideline really patiently. Really patiently wait for crowd control. If you get in, they have any hero with like aura and all that kind of heroes, you're done. So with that, guys, hit a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about Hayabusa? Do you think it's a hero worth picking in the current meta? And with that, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Assistant Dave signing off.